I got a super chat here. Says, I hear a lot of YouTube noise about getting rid of women that show interest but isn't head over heels. How do you guys handle the interaction with women that show interest but also has good game too?
For me, I get them head over heels. I elicit IOIs. I don't hope for them. It's not a game of hope. I am doing something to change her emotional state. I'm getting her to invest in me by asking proper questions, by asking questions that are intriguing, not yes or no questions that she can answer curtly, but she has to be present and
Open-ended.
invest. Yeah, what are they? Sorry,
Open-ended.
open-ended questions, right? Much better than closed-ended questions. Uh, if you're not getting IOIs, then you have to elicit for IOIs. You have to elicit the IOIs, do something. And so I've broken down this something as I've broken it down into 5 different DHVs or demonstrations of higher value. I'll run through them very quickly for the newcomers. The first is pre-selection, evidence that you're pre-selected by other women. Leader of men, protector of loved ones, showing a willingness to emote, to show a rich range of emotion in your storytelling. And the last one is successful risk taker, the operative word being successful. If you can convey these 5 characteristics, the woman is going to give you IOIs because these are the same characteristics that Leonardo DiCaprio uses. These are the same characteristics that make women feel attracted to you. So if you can, what one man can do, another can do. If you can DHV these, demonstrate these 5 key characteristics in your storytelling, you're going to get IOIs from the girl. Elicit IOIs, don't beg for them and hope.
Any of her comments?
So basically practice all them 5 things, convey them 5 things in a story or your actions. Do that, and every one of them is going to be high, giving you a high, more likely chance of getting the girl in the attraction area, and then you got to go to the bonding. So these are things that, even though they're said, people should go rewind, go back, write them down, and try to weave them into your stories so you can actually actively use them and not just listen to it and then it's discarded. These are the keys. These are the keys that
Ice,
women want.
Ice, can you repeat the question too? Because I sense that this question is coming from the frame that the woman should be into us instantly, that we need to polarize the interaction right away, that we need to go direct and make her feel some big impact. Can you just repeat the question one more time?
So you debated Mr. Lucario and his guy. So I'm thinking of it kind of in terms of that, where it's like she's either interested in 5 minutes or not interested. Maybe it's coming from
Yeah.
that
See,
mindset.
yeah.
Maybe.
I think that we don't need that, right? We just need to get her on the hook. As long as she's on the hook, sometimes it's just a matter of being in her presence for a long enough period of time for this backward rationalization mechanism to kick in where she goes, oh, maybe I'm attracted to this dude. I've been listening to him talk for 10 minutes, right? So it's for me, I'm not trying to make the woman decide within a matter of seconds or minutes if she likes me. I'm going to play her a few sample songs before I ask her to buy the album. And that's at the heart of what Mystery and I teach. And there's a time to move things forward faster as well. We can be more direct and progress things faster and make her squirm a bit or make her decide. But generally speaking, that's antithetical to attraction. I want to relieve tension. I want to take pressure off of her and allow her interest to naturally start flowing and turn into attraction. So when a woman is just lukewarm into me, that's fine. That's often the norm. She's often not into me within seconds or minutes, maybe even days. Maybe I have to hang out with her multiple times before something hooks. This is why I also don't fear the friend zone. Everyone's always, oh, I don't want to wind up in the friend zone. I will let a woman put me in the friend zone. Put me in
You're
the
leading
friend zone.
perfectly into the next question. God, why do you guys keep leading into the next question so perfectly? So let me just ask.
It's all the same question.
We're 5 thoughts ahead. We're 5 thoughts ahead.
You
No,
guys
I don't
are
fear
way
the
ahead of
friend zone.
this. What's your take
Well,
on the friend zone?
there is a actual thing that Mystery has used. For example, I remember that when he met a girlfriend of 3 years, I'm not going to say the name unless Mystery wants me to, and he said to the next set that came in or to another set that night, oh, have you met my future girlfriend or wife? Have you met my future wife? And you know who I'm on about, Eric. And
Yes.
then, so that hit. So there is that mode as well, you see. A pickup artist should have mixed Venusian arts. He should be able to do things in different scenarios, not one size fits all, and not one school of thought like wrestling or sport, boxing or kickboxing. You can use anything in a different variety of situations. So that was, in a way, direct but semi-direct way of saying it, but stating his claims, stating his sexual intent that this is my girl now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you might want to carry on.
Yeah, the comment I have on that particular set was in the relationship. It was we were together 3 years. In that relationship, at some point, she did mention that what I had said really hit home for her, and she even gave me a keychain tag with "Have you met my future wife?" on it, on my birthday. So it meant something to her, I was also laying claim to her because I'm bringing her back to a group with pickup artists in it. So I was just going, okay, I must, is what I said in my heart when I opened that set. I wanted to know this girl. And
luckily you was only bringing her back to me and my girl at the time that we all bounced back to the apartment.
That's right.
Same night. That was a beautiful set.
Beautiful
Some
set.
sets are super sets. They just work so well.
Destiny.
And that is the glory. They're very hard to get on camera.
I like that word, or it's a hyphenated word, superset. Yeah. It's when everything goes right, but they're not ideal. A superset is a working man's set. Indeed. It doesn't just ideally get thrown in your lap. A girl sits on your lap within 3 minutes. You don't have a girlfriend from that. You have a girl sitting on your lap. That's all you got. You can lose her in a heartbeat. She can say, all right, you're losing me. Get up and leave, right? You validated her by putting your arm around her, as opposed to saying, whoa, slow it down, speed racer. Grab a seat right next to me. I'm curious about something. Is there more to you than meets the eye? To game her, right?
Yeah. And all the things that went before that, like getting in the VIP section, then speaking to her, then disarming the friends, then bringing in, girls that you already knew that was, I brought in, that actually showed that you were hanging out with some girls, and then dealing with that and then bringing her back. And there was a whole chess match going on before even that part of it happened at the end, where he's like, this is my future wife. So, everything has to be taken into account in a set. So when someone asks a question, there's multiple answers because everything is, things go in different sequences. And most pickups are clunky. They're not perfect. Don't think you're going out there doing a perfect set every time. That's not going to, the super set, it's not going to happen. Most are clunky. And you just got to get over your ego and just see the shit tests as IOIs, because otherwise indifference is what you really don't want, right? Where they just ignore you. So if they're giving you shit, just see it as an IOI and plow forward. You don't know where you are yet.